Alright, this will be mildly entertaining. We gotta make forks. We lost our forks. We borrowed them for the last several weeks because I don't have forks, but loading logs requires some. There's no way this is gonna work. Start with this little guy. Red maple is pretty, I have to admit. I mean, here's that last board. This is the true test of the bridge. Good now. Be good to me. Okay, we're in the groove. So we got the maximum capacity log here. See where we're at. I mean, the sweep at the end of this log was a lot of waste right here. But we're at 19.9. Yeah, the waste at the end here is it's 5 inches. It seems like, oh, it's ridiculous, but it's only for 2 feet. The last 2 feet is that big. I mean, look at that. So Can we pull something out of there? That's every question. Anyone who runs a mill, they're like, oh, can I just save one more board out of the end? Starting to rain out, so I can't get out there and film for you, but maybe you can watch from here. That'll be good enough, I'm sure. Don't have a lot of battery left, but we're gonna try to get this loaded so you can see the rolling. Here we go. There we go. It's a good resting spot. Big old red oak is up next. Let's see here. I'll try to nail some of it before night comes. Okay, we got 12 at the curve there. That's a good one. That's a real good one. Probably another 12, 13. So that's a 25 footer. Wow, that's a good log. I don't have a need for a 25-foot beam, but a big straight one like this, so I really should do 12s. I'm gonna talk myself back into long. Oh shoot, my marking pen. It's gotten dull. I hit a rock yesterday. I'm gonna have to get through that burr. I'm gonna have to get through that divot that the rock made with the file. I got these clip-on bucket forks. Just can't justify buying forks right now for $1,000. So we're gonna hopefully not. I wouldn't say I like them so far, but they work. All right, the whole point of these bunks is to make it easy to load. They're just stacked on each other right here. The back part here is a little low. The 4x6s, if you're wondering. But the real trick is this bridge here over the track. Notched in for the, that needs to be right there. Okay. Perfect. So we got a spread of 6, right? Yep. And then this 4x6, I mean, you could basically, these are 3 4x6 stacked in a row. You can put as much weight as you want on this, obviously. I have horrible luck with tape measures. Yeah. The nice part about the back being open, you'll see, I can just lower the forks. See, I like being able to come right up into it. Okay. Can I get my bucket down? I can. Can I lower this a little without hitting anything? See, that's the beauty of it right there. So that's why I thought that up like that. Now it leans back a little bit. All right, let's drop the RPMs here. And the big thing I don't want to do is be in between the log ever and a machine as I'm loading it like this manually. Okay. Yes, perfect. Then we'll hit that last 8 foot. 12 foot rather. Stop. Good. There's enough grip on these bunks right here to hold the log pretty well. Now to here's taper this beautiful red log, red oak. 12 footer at 16 on average all the way across, 15 to 16. And I have to look it up, but I would assume it's about 1,000 pounds to 1,200 pounds. Not huge, but I'm gonna get a better system for the holding power, but really it doesn't take much. I got these just felling wedges. I haven't seen it budge yet. I have the little divots in it, and now this last bunk is a 16th lower. It's because this is not a true 6. It's 5, might be an 1/8 lower and 7/8. Regardless, we'll just support it right there. It should be fine, but when I lay something flat across all these, that's where it'll be uneven. All right, so look, I mean, that is solid, dude. We're still prototyping this sawmill right here. It's not running exactly as it should, level and everything like that. So we'll do that real quick. I got the plastic level here that I don't care if it gets hurt, but it's close enough for government work. See, it's showing pretty level down here. I forgot my digital gauge, but we want it to taper towards, we want blade to cut in by 1/64 over 10 inches. That's really gonna be close, that's gonna be good. Now we wanna make sure we're not too far. We wanna be very level on this, and we're looking really good. We're gonna have to just judge it. Excuse me. When we put actually cuts into the wood, make sure we're not too back or front heavy. We've been back heavy up to this point, so let's just get a few cuts in. Let's top it off. And because of this only being a 16, oh yeah, look where our heart is. Heart of this is high at this point. It's an oval shape at this end. I'm trying to see what the best shape would be for this, get 12 footers out of this. So just want to look at every log, and just every log tells you what it needs. So that it's high and low. So the pith of this tree is going to be across a couple pieces. That's a bummer, actually. That's okay. We'll do what we can. Beautiful log though. I think we'll go, yeah, we'll just sacrifice the front. We'll do 6s across. Look at those. Those 6s will be really only gonna get, how many 6s? 1, 2, 3, 4, I mean maybe 5, and then a 4 and a 4. We'll take that. So we're just gonna try to work it. We'll see what it does. Here we go. I need to get some glycol, some windshield wiper fluid glycol in here. I just had, oh, the hose actually just had water in it still. We'll let it run, we'll see what it does. I think we should do 4s. We can do 4 all the way across. Let's do 4s across, and then we'll do 6s down. We have a clean 6 before the pith. It'll be close. Same with this. 4s across, 6s vertical. Stickers with the pith, 4s across the bottom. These 2 inches are not too bad to heat up the blade. Things are so annoying. The gantry's not holding the cable far enough. I don't know what to do about that. Oh, that's beautiful. Quarter sawn, 2x4, perfection. Two. Pretty good. Gorgeous. We're gonna pull this and it's gonna come across and we're gonna quarter saw it down. Okay? It's so loud you can't hear me. Can you even focus in the dark? I don't think so. Oh, look at that, you did. All right, check 1, 2. All right, let's show you the goods here. Man. Beautiful red oak. You can barely see it, it's so dark, I'm sorry. But so far, 4 2x6s, a couple 2x4s out of a tiny log. I mean, 12 foot long, they're beautiful, right? Gorgeous, you can't even tell. It's so dark out. Oh boy, it's gonna rain, it's gonna rain, it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain, it's gonna rain. Let's just try to get 1 log loaded here. That's the problem, I can't get, the bucket's wider than the rack. Look at how bent these forks, clip-on forks, for 150 bucks, they're helping me right now. They're helping me a lot, but they're not the long-term solution, you can tell. Now we're just gonna chooch this across here. Uh-oh. I haven't had one roll off yet. Nope, don't do it. Ah, frick. I mean, she's supported, but I don't love it. Looking good. Oh, where are we rubbing? I can feel it. This spring. Oh my goodness. So much better. You rolling? The spring for flipping this horizontally was hitting the pulley. That's better. Let's try it now. Ow. Freaking A. When you got when the blade marks are showing a C going this way along the log, it means you're back heavy. And the back part of that circle blade is making more of an indent, taking more of the wood than the front. And so that's why my front also is rising a bit. I can see that. Because when I switch it, when I do a 90 and I do the vertical, the far end, I can see the vertical cut just a 30-second deeper than the horizontal, the little mark. And that's because that front is rising up a bit. So I'm just gonna do, man, I really wish these were not chains, but screw jacks that held this. That would be nice, but then it'd be really rigid. And I think that the point of this is that it can actually, that would be more stress on the blade I don't know. I'm just talking out loud. Let's just do this. So that means I have to go down. If this has to go up, I have to loosen this one. 1, 2. Then I have to tighten the inside one. 1, come on, 2. Let's do a little bit more. Come on. Beautiful. I got a 1x4 out of this. Spring again. Burning. Well, the vibration wasn't nothing. That gearbox is leaking oil like crazy. There's a drip coming out of this idler wheel. Was given a good shake every once in a while, and now look at the way too much play in this flywheel. I've checked it before and it's gotten worse as time goes on. I've just got this mill that was put away wet and broken, and geez, it's out of me to fix it. What a risk. How much do I take apart? 1, 2. Take those off. I think I can get this apart pretty quick. This isn't good. Okay, this pillow block. Should go. I don't want it to like fall, but it will fall. That's all right, I guess. Oops. What can you do, right? That's such a bummer, dude. All right, let's get this back up to the shop. There's a bearing right there. Bad bearing maybe, which could be nice if that was just the case, but then this is leaking like a sieve. All right, let's just get it up there. Wipe that out a little more. That's kind of how the bearing sits in there, as you can see. Get that shaft. We don't need to take that arbor off. The shims are just destroyed in there. Okay. Here's that destroyed bearing. Okay. What we need to do is whoa, baby. That was easy. Well. Come on, can you move it? I could cuss. Oh! Ow! Snap ring plug. My goodness, that's a tight C-clip. See ya. There's one shaft. This is the inner race of the other bearing. Look at that, how bad that is. Totally disintegrated. Absolute mud pit. All right, we're gonna send it up here. All right, we're back under the mill. Oh, the gearbox going back in. All's well that ends well. Not at all. This was quite the roadblock to success here. Okay. This down. Should probably go horizontal with it. That makes more sense. What's it hitting? Oh, it's a chilly one. Ah, why do I keep busting my knuckles? Oh. We're back at the gearbox here. Must be English. Josh. Get up from under here before I smack my head. Come on now. Let go of it. Okay, let's load this up. There we go. She's on. There's a lot of tension here, a lot of slack. So I'm gonna come over here. Got the pulley down there. We ran these over. So we don't want them super tight, but we want them somewhat tight. So we're gonna come across, tighten these boys up. This is welded to the bottom of this nut here. So as I crank on this guy, this will move. Not too tight though. Let's see here. That pulley's tight on these belts under load, which that shaft then in the gearbox is down here, and that internal bearing is taking the brunt, the leverage, lateral forces from these belts. So if these belts are overdoing it and they're always pulling, always in tension on this pulley, pulling hard, you know, this is taking unneeded wear here. So these pulleys don't need to add lateral instability to that shaft. They just need to grip enough, and they're pretty darn grippy. V belts are pretty grippy. So, and then we put the loosest belt. This belt needs replaced, it really does. But we put this one on the very outside. When we say we, I say me. I mean me. The loosest one on the very outside, so that because the further out you are on the shaft, the more leverage you're putting on the shaft if it's tight. So this is going to be the loosest. So the loosest belt is at the furthest part of the pulley. So I think that makes sense. Makes sense to me at least. Try this again. I can tell. She's biting hard on the left side of that blade. The more I dig in, the more I'm gonna see that blade too low on the bottom. It needs to be higher. It actually needs to be a 64th tipping to the right. We're gonna do a little bit of a testing here. Well, would you believe me if I just spent the last 4.5 hours trying to adjust this mill? It's been painful. I did a full-on reset, meaning I have adjusted all the height, the blade, and now it's just so finicky. It is so finicky. These circle blades are just an absolute treat. that time. Kind of a hot mess of a pile, but we just broke down that red oak to get that mill adjusted, get the gearbox back on, and everything was just out of whack. And so we went through the manual and we did the best we could. We're close, we're really close, but enough to mill some timbers that are actually for sale. Look at this though. We'll stack these. These were just going to be really just sacrificial boards because there's so much. The top of that tree was just completely shook, and but even with my adjustments, just, I mean, look at the finish of the circle mill when it's all. Let me just get you in real close here so you can see here. I mean, that, you can see the circle pattern. Now these are vertical. This is what I was, okay. They were like this, so I was trying to get this tuned to, the blade actually needs to be perfectly balanced where the cross cut in the back and in the front are even. So it's not like an old frick circle saw, circle mill. This blade needs to be perfectly level and perfectly plumb when it cuts, and that way the carbide cuts in and cuts out, and it leaves kind of a cross pattern going this way and this way. So this one is actually, I'm still out of tune, just a hair, but you can just feel how smooth that is. Look at that. I mean, that is a 64th through the planer and you're good. Like, I mean, it is right there. And that's the beauty of doing the circle mill, getting our lumber when we're ready to run volume and be able to cut. There's no chatter. I know that there are a lot of good bandsaws have really nice carbide teeth now, can make it real smooth, but this is just, I mean, you just run your fingers on this, it is so smooth. I would hang this if you want rough cut and you want those marks. I almost leaving the circle marks is pretty aesthetically pleasing, but it's a little more tension on the blade, not what it's supposed to be. So it's still okay with it. It's not, I'm touching the blade all the time and it's not hot, but gorgeous. I mean, it's hard to just throw this stuff away. Just look at that. It's gorgeous. No structural integrity at all. What do you do with it, right? Woodworkers, everyone that likes to build stuff out of this, I mean, gorgeous. I wonder if you make a spoon out of that right there. That'd be kind of cool. Anyway, we'll stack this up. This is just the 1x6s. What it come out to? 7, probably 6 exactly. So these 1x6 red oak. Look at that. I mean, you could just build a nice little table out of this. I might do that actually. I mean, let's get this. Let's get this stacked with all the junky ends. You can see here, the ends are kind of junk because this is where the tree had the crotch and the cracks, and I mean, it's really not worth saving a lot. But what do we got? We got the first. There's a little shake at the bottom of the tree as well, but we got the first 6.5 feet. That's not too bad. We could build a 6-foot little tabletop or something out of it. But just being 1x material, oh, that's still real pretty. But she's not going to dry flat. We'll put it to the side, let it do something.